I think I aged about 10 years.
Oh. Let me see.
Are you right? The best Was that as nervy for you as it was for us?
Yeah, I think it certainly was. It was a tremendous game if you're neutral watching that. But certainly, we're certainly relieved to get the win. Really delighted with it. I've got to say as well, I knew it was coming. I knew that sort of game was coming. We're a brand new team. Practically, we've got so many new faces. We've travelled from one side of the world to the other. We've had 9 days to get ready. Pretty extreme conditions for an Englishman out there, and it was always going to be tremendously tough against, I've got to say, a Samoan team. What I thought were really, really good. They had an error game, put us under a lot of pressure, and we had to dig ourselves out of some dark places at times to come up with a win.
So you must be delighted then, the fact that you did dig yourselves out of those dark places by.
Yeah, absolutely delighted. I think it was, like I said, we've been in these situations before where we've been on the wrong end of the result. We've got the win. We've got so much improvement left in us, hopefully, and we know we'll need to do that for next week. But we've had probably one of the toughest conditioning sessions, if you like, in terms of the players now that we're feeling out there. Like I said, that really sets the team up to improve over the following weeks.
James, what was it like to play in? Was it nerving as players out there?
Yeah, I think so. But all credit to Samoa, they really tested us today. And that's what we expected. We had to hang in there at times and come up with some big plays. I think Sam Tompkins try off the bomb where Shenny's knocked it back to him. That's a huge play for us, and credit to the boys for coming up with them.
How huge is it to win this? Because it would have been quite disastrous for it to lose.
Oh, yeah, obviously it would have been. It would have been awful to lose, wouldn't it? You never want to come away from any game losing, but we're just taking it one game at a time. So we've got this first week out of the way, and I think we'll probably go back, review it, and then start of the week look to Australia and just take things a week at a time. There's no point looking too far ahead.
Go on, Steve.
James, is there an incident in the game or anything in the game that sticks out in your mind, or a passage of play that sort of won it for you?
I think it's hard to say, really. I don't think there was one particular thing. I think it was just, for 80 minutes, we weren't perfect, but we showed a lot of good signs there, and we've been together. This isn't an excuse, but we've been together for a week less than the other teams with the English Grand Final or the Super League Grand Final going the week later. But we came together as a group, and we set some targets, and we wanted to get this win, and we did that. So we've got to be happy with that.
If the new guys went, Steve, Darryl Clark first touch, set up that try.
Yeah, it was a nice first touch for Darryl. He took a couple of knocks there, I think, just before half time when he was involved in that tackle. And but look, they will learn a tremendous amount from that. No matter what, no matter how many times you tell them, try and make them understand what a test match is about. They've got to really experience it. So, look, I was pleased with the whole group. Like I said, we all know we can play a lot better than that. We all understand that. But to overcome some adversity and some really tough periods in the game, all of those boys who were on debut, we've got 2 hookers there, a half back, and our captain had missed out, someone having to play loose forward for us. So they're really key pivotal roles. So you just can't buy that sort of experience.
How's Darryl's back going to be? Might it stiffen up, or is he all right?
Oh, look, he's getting checked out now. He was certainly not running as free after that incident as he was before that incident, and soldiered on for a fair few minutes in that second half. And I thought when Josh came back, I thought Josh really added some punch as well for us around the middle of the ruck. So hopefully they'll all be okay and available for next week.
James, what was the toughest thing? Was it the size of the Samoans coming at you, or was it the fact they were using their edges wonderfully and throwing to their winners and outside back?
Well, I think it's no secret. Samoa's real strength is their forward pack, and the conditions as well were pretty hard to play into. But I think just the all-round team. I think was it Peter Godney that came on at 9, and he caused us a lot of trouble. But that's off the back of their go forward. So a lot of big boys there, and they're really tough to handle. And their back three carried the ball really strongly as well.
Steve, you must be happy with how Gareth and Matty combined after only a week together.
Yeah, look, they're going to get better as they go along. They've only known each other a week. I don't think they've even met each other before this week. So I'm sure they're going to be pretty important going forward for us. We'll look at certain things as James said and review everything. But no, I'm like I said, I'm pleased with them. There's areas where we did let ourselves down in, but you get that through experience and playing with each other. And yeah, next week, injuries being permitted and looking at the game in terms of reviewing it, may get that second chance to improve.
So many areas in the first half. Were you confident at half time to be in that position?
Yeah, I thought we'd done really well. Well, look, I looked at the stats next to me, and I think we'd had 79 play the balls against us and only had 34 with it. It was so lopsided. It was crazy. And so to come in 4 points up at half time and understanding that if we turned that around, that the game would swing and turn around for us. It wasn't any sort of state of panic or anything at half time. It wasn't that we were playing well and we were getting outfoxed by an opposition. It's just that we just failed to hold on to possession, which is one of the key targets that we set ourselves to do at the start of the game, and we failed to do that. So yeah, it was probably relieving that we went in 4 points up at half time and just gives us a little chance to draw breath.
Steve, the games had trouble finding a fourth country to compete with the top three.
Yeah.
I think we went a fair way towards solving the problem today.
Yeah, look, I think Fiji are very unlucky as well in terms of not being at the tournament. I think we all know the story behind Fiji and how good they are as well. And like I said, myself and James and probably the other players involved in the NRL, we fully understood going into this game the quality of the personnel of the opposition, and they were outstanding. They played to their potential. Probably collectively they came together really well as well, and that was a proper test match out there for us.
Nice to play with one ref.
It was different. I don't know what nice, and obviously 3 years now, pretty much 3 years now played with two, so obviously it is a little bit different. But I think whether you're asking if it's better or not, I'm not too sure.
We heard you speak to him full time. The distance between the teams, did you think that was greater than you thought it would be? Or?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. There was times the 10 felt big, but it was probably the same for both teams. As long as it's the same for both teams, I think that's all that matters, really.
And whether you'd rather be 5 or you.
Oh,
go
yeah, probably. No, I thought he did a great job his first test, and as well for him to come from having the 2 referee system to having 1, I thought he handled the game really well. There was no melees or anything like that, and that's probably a sign of good refereeing.
James, any problem with that cheek bone there, structurally, or how you can see out of it?
Oh, yeah, I can see. I don't think there's any structural down. I hope there's not any. I don't feel like there is. A bit daisy for a while, but nothing too bad.
Okay, guys.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys. And girls.